It's a perfect spring day in Missoula. Snow-capped mountains, yet clear on the course. And the 10-player Griz golf team is all smiles as they soak up the afternoon practice. On the surface, everything appears normal, but the last few years have been anything but. And to tell their story, we have to go back to the spring of 2018 when Kalispell native Tegan Avery was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
I mean, it was definitely difficult as a 20-year-old to hear that you have the big C. So it was really scary to me, and I don't think I knew how to process it fully. I also didn't know anybody else who was 20 and had cancer.
Those on the team didn't know many their age with cancer either.
It was definitely a scary moment, like hearing that your teammate has cancer. I mean, that's terrifying.
After the fall season, Tegan had successful surgery, and over the course of the next year, she started going to counseling and getting herself 100% healthy, both mentally and physically, after the difficult year. Little did she know, the worst was yet to come.
The day that I got the news about my dad, I was thinking like, things are going well. Things are going so well. And of course, that was the worst day of my life.
Tegan's dad, Jared, had committed suicide.
I wish that I didn't go through either of those experiences, but I do have amazing people around me that have helped me work through them, and I just hope to turn those experiences into learning lessons for other people so that they don't have to go through the same things.
Unfortunately, those learning lessons would be put to the test, after what was thought to be a core injury to one of her teammates turned out to be much more.
We kind of got Tegan back healthy, and Kyla was in gray area in terms of what was going on. And then we found out later that spring what was going on, and it was another shock.
In the spring of 2020, Loyola grad Kylie Esch was diagnosed with cancer as well. Synovial sarcoma, a rare soft tissue cancer.
It was like stressful and overwhelming and shocking, like all at the same time.
At this point, 20% of the team has now had cancer.
It's definitely a shock. And to have two in a row, it put a little bit of like, everyone had that thought of like, holy crap, like that's two now.
Kylie, who was Montana's #1 golfer at the time, immediately started treatment, which meant surgery, chemo, and radiation, with the hopes of getting back out on the course, which wasn't a guarantee.
During chemo, when I couldn't even take a lap around the hospital floor without getting tired, and just like thinking in that moment, like I used to be of someone who could play 36 holes and walk 36 holes, which is like 12 to 15 miles, and now I can't even make it around this lap in the hospital. So that was definitely really emotional.
But Kylie battled through and played in her first tournament this spring.
It was joyous to see them back playing, absolutely. And then you hope they get to play as well as they were playing prior to the health issues.
And just when they thought they were in the clear, it was now Brooklyn Van Beber who started having a nagging injury.
It went from a tweaked tip to where she was not even swinging normal, and we finally got it checked out a little further, and she ended up having a peach-sized tumor in her hip.
A desmoid fibromatosis tumor. While it's benign, it poses a severe challenge for Brooklyn.
Along with pain, I have limited movement with it. Like I can't move my legs certain ways, which is kind of sucky for golf especially.
For the Griz golf team, it looks like bad things really do come in threes.
Almost like a curse. But hopefully the curse is lifted after 3.
You know, you start thinking you have a little black cloud following your program, and I think they, and I also feel like you should be given a break, you know, by life at some point.
Right now, a break for them is getting out on the course, their safe place, playing the sport they love, which has also provided them life lessons.
I feel like they've all had really good approaches to what they've dealt with and how they've used golf to help heal. It's been a good distraction and with a lot of them to just have something to go take their mind off what they're dealing with.
You can only control how you approach your next shot. You can't control what you just did on the last shot. You can't control how your competitors are playing. You can only control what you do. And that has helped me in life to recognize I can only control how I respond to getting cancer, how I respond to my dad killing himself. And I've just tried to respond as best as I know how.
Despite all the adversity, all the hardships, the team is grateful grateful they have each other.
But it definitely made me think like things happen for a reason, and I was just so blessed that all three of us were able to help and support each other.
Our team is just full of amazing girls and led by an outstanding coach, and I'm just so grateful to have him leading us and to have him be such a good human being. Having him care as much as he does has really helped all of us get through these situations and stay in college and stay on the golf team and be our best selves.
1, 2, 3, Griz!